What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's Dan here. Guys, welcome to the game update for February 2021. We are jumping into another fairly scattered month. Not a whole lot coming out, but there's still enough games to keep us occupied, and I am looking forward to it. The games this month I will be, I'm excited to look or cover. Some of them I'm not sure are guaranteed. The release dates are kind of up in the air. Some are like, it might be postponed, so at least one of them anyway. So if it is, forgive me, but I will announce it now just to let you guys know my interest in it and what I plan on doing. First things first, coming out on February 2nd, we have Destruction All-Stars. It is a PS5 exclusive. It was announced at the PlayStation launch event, and I remember that game looked awesome. It's a vehicular combat game where you can actually leave your vehicle and get into a different vehicle, attack with your hero. It is free to play at the moment, so I should be more specific. If you have PlayStation Plus, it will be free, I believe, from February 2nd to April 5th. I want to say something around those lines. It might be March, but I'm not sure. So I'm going to be copping that and trying it out. It is multiplayer, so I don't know if it's going to be exclusive to, like, you know, there's no, like, but apparently there's cutscenes and things like that. So I think I want to try it regardless of multiplayer or not. I think it'd be a lot of fun. So I am looking forward to that as well. So that'll be like basically the first game that starts tomorrow. So as soon as I get that, you guys will be seeing that in stream. All right, coming out, and this is the big one of the month. We have on the 11th, Little Nightmares 2. Now, a lot of people are probably thinking, Dan, you didn't play Little Nightmares 1. I did, actually. I played it on Facebook back when I was still there. Obviously, the game came out a while ago. Maybe I should do a Little Nightmares 1 rerun of the game. It's been a while since I played it. I can't remember when I did. I think it was 2018 or 19. But maybe I should redo it. I know it's beatable in one stream, so I don't know, maybe do that before, just to hype up Little Nightmares 2. You guys will have to let me know what you think of that, but we will be doing Little Nightmares 2. That does come out on the 11th. Now, I love that kind of game. You know, it's like, it's puzzle, side-scroll puzzle, but it's also like fixed camera kind of thing, if that makes sense. I love those kind of games. I played a few on the channel already. Black the Fall comes to mind. That was a good game too. There's like a bunch of those type of games. What's an example? Inside, Limbo, all those types of games. I really enjoy them. They're ones that, like, they set a good mood, and they're puzzle. Like I said, they're puzzles, and they're a lot of fun to complete. So Little Nightmares 2 is going to be a banger, I have a feeling. It's been a long time since the original one came out. I think the original actually came out in 2014. Someone may have to correct me on that, but I know it's been many years now since it first came out. So I am very excited to tackle the second one, and I think you guys are going to love it. So anyway, moving on to the last game, and this is the one I'm not sure of because it originally said it was guaranteed to come out on the 25th, but it might be postponed because now it's kind of, I'm just hearing 2021 it's coming out, so we don't know yet. But I'm going to announce it now just in case, and that is Riders Republic. Try and look at it like a Steep 2, so Steep 2.5 or something. So essentially, if you guys remember back in, I think 2016 it was, I played a game called Steep, and it was Ubisoft's like extreme sports. Well, in terms of snow related, so like, you know, snowboarding, skiing, you know, wingsuiting, anything to do with in the winter on on a mountain, that's what they did. You know, they combined all those things: snowboarding, skiing, hang gliding, or not hang gliding, but parachuting, you know, and then the wingsuiting. All that was included, and it was kind of like a realistic kind of a thing. So fall damage was like, if you got too big of a jump, you're not gonna be able to. You might damage yourself when you land. It was very realistic. So this one, Riders Republic, is actually like a combination of that, but there's also like, you know, mountain biking, you know, that sort of thing. There's a couple extra sports they've added, a few extra things now. So anything like bike version, you know, it's like Riders Republic is like Steep Bike Edition kind of thing, if that makes sense. But it's still got snowboarding and all that other stuff from the previous game. So I think it's gonna be fun. I didn't really play too much of Steep, because I'm like, how am I supposed to beat this? Like how is this, like, that was back when I was like very specific. I'm still specific about certain things, but when you stream something, you can really explore it and you know, experience an adventure with it. So I feel like Riders Republic is gonna be one of those games I'm just gonna be able to do whatever I want, not really worry about a story or challenges, but just play and just get better at the game with each, you know, in each different type of event you can do. That's basically what the whole point of the game is. So I am looking forward to that. I think it should be a lot of fun. Now, that does cover all the games coming out in February this month that I've seen that I want to cover. And believe me, I've combed the desert, so to speak, with a list of what games I want to do, what's coming out, etc., etc. And some games, again, there's no definitive date on some of them. And if they don't know, the chances are, if there's no definitive date in February now, it's not coming out in February. That's usually what happens. So, but those are the 3 main games. Anything we're currently working on, we're still going to work on. You know, Hitman, I want to still do a couple runs, as I said. Like even today, you'll see some Hitman, you know what I mean? Like stuff like that. There's still a few things I want to do with the games I'm currently working on, including Fallout the Frontier. That game is going to take me a while to get through. So I'm just going to be playing that. Like, you know what I mean? There's going to be a lot of games that we're just going to be playing alongside until these new games come out, and we're still going to be playing. I guarantee you Fallout's going to take a while to play just because of how big it is. It's one of the biggest mods. Hell, it's comparable to a full-length game. That's the thing. I've heard one campaign, like if you end up going with the NCR, it's a 35-hour campaign just for the main missions, not including all the side content. The side content is astronomical, unless of course people are telling me differently and they're saying, oh no, it's 35 hours for the whole thing. I don't know. I've already put in a lot of time into it, so I guess we'll have to see what we can get done. But either way, there's still a lot you're gonna see in this month. So I hope you guys tune into some of this stuff. Now, one thing I want to talk about, I haven't talked about this in a game update. I did mention it in streams, I did mention it in posts, things like that. But on the 22nd of January was my last day signed to Fullscreen. Now, if you guys are familiar, I actually have been signed to a network since October 31st, 2011. Back then, gaming videos could not get monetized on their own without severe copyright issues or concerns. In fact, I remember my first Google AdSense account I got approved for monetization on my channel back in 2011, and I remember you had to submit videos manually for review. You couldn't just, get your partnership or not partnership, but you couldn't just get, approved for monetization and then just start, throwing ads on all your videos. You had to get approval individually. And I remember I submitted a video or 2 for monetization review. I knew I wasn't gonna make much on it, but I figured I'd see what was allowed. And back then, submitting too many videos that did not meet the criteria, and since video gaming was such like a gray area, they both got denied. And not only did it get denied, it actually disabled my AdSense account back then. So it's kind of screwed me over. So the only way I was able to, I guess start, the journey in monetization was signing to a network. And back then those guys offered tons of goodies alongside it. So it was a no-brainer, everyone signed to them. So I ended up signing with Fullscreen, and I was with them for nearly a decade. 2011 coming up on, October 31st, 2021 would have been my tenure with them. So here's the thing though, I haven't been wanting to be with Fullscreen for a few years. The way it works is you try to sign out or you try to leave your contract, and if you don't leave in time, like if you don't give them enough notice, like for example, I remember I wanted to leave in 2018, but I remember I said my contract was up in December, like the end of December that month, and I think I came to them on December 1st or something like that. And I'm like, hey, I don't want to re-sign. They're like, oh, you were a bit too late, so we've already auto-enrolled you. You have to do at least a month and a half in advance. And I'm like, well, no one ever told me that. So there's a few little things that kind of, that kind of like hindered that. So I got stuck in another year giving, a percentage of my earnings to them. And the thing is, MCNs were great. The percentage was warranted, honestly, back in, maybe 5+ 6 years ago, whatever it was. They were handy, and they had tons of perks. They had way more pull with YouTube, and they could actually give you things for what they were taking. The percentage they were taking was worth what they were giving you. Now they barely have anything, no pull with YouTube basically. Basically they're in the same boat as you. So you say, like for example, back in the day I would send, hey, I got a copyright issue or a content ID issue, and I'd give it to my partner manager, and he would come back within an hour and be like, fixed. Now they're like, oh, we don't know if we can do anything. And I've had I would dispute, say, a false content ID claim. Instead of them pushing it through now, I'd have to wait manually for that 30-day automatic change, because it sends it. That's how it works when you submit a dispute. It says, hey, this person disputed this claim. Are you sure it's right? You sure you want this on the video? And they would lift it or leave it. Sometimes they don't even see it or don't even look into it. And it ends up being, they have 30 days to look at it. So I remember for one of my videos this past year, I had to, like in 2020, I had to wait on its own. Like I had to let the 30 days run up. And by then, there were no ads running on that video. Not that ads are the most important thing, but you understand what I'm saying. It's like, well, what's the point on you taking my 10% if you didn't even do anything to help me with this when it wasn't valid? Like you could have just went to the company and been like, hey man, clear it up. That's what they've done in the past for me. So tons of things like that. Long story short, I finally broke contract this, or not broke contract, but my contract was up and I did not re-sign. So on the 22nd of January, officially, I am on my own. So I wanted to announce that to the people who didn't know. It does come with a bit of a speed bump though, a brief speed bump. And basically the problem is because when you sign to a network, you basically acknowledge to YouTube that ownership of the channel is run by your network. So you link your network, link your channel to your network so that they know that they're kind of like, oh, okay, this is they're the head, and then you're like kind of under them kind of thing. You know, you still have complete control of your channel. Like the network doesn't take anything from you per se. You know, like they can't come back and get any. They don't own any of your videos or anything like that. But they just do it so that they can give you the permissions and give you things that normally you wouldn't be able to do. Now, in this regard, because essentially I lost all that, because you know I'm not under their wing anymore, I had to get reapproved. So I have to get reapproved for monetization. That means ended up talking to you know, Google and getting my AdSense that got banned or disabled or whatever back then for disputing or submitting videos that weren't monetizable. I don't know if that makes sense, but they're like, okay, well that was an old rule, now that's not the case. So they reactivated my AdSense account, that was taken care of. I met all the requirements, obviously, to be partnered, but now I have to go in for a review. So basically they have to go in, check a few videos, and make sure you're able to be monetized. I'm not worried about getting remonetized, I know I will. It's just a matter of how long it will take. So they have to go through, they get these applications all the time. So it takes many, many days to actually get approved, and I submitted and approved. The approval was submitted on the 22nd, basically in the evening. So it's currently the 1st, and I still don't have. But then again, I'm recording this. Actually, it's not the 1st. I'm recording this on the 29th of January. But I know that that probably won't be ready because I've heard it could take up to 30 days to actually get approval. So what that means is it doesn't really affect you guys at all. I'm still going to stream. I'm still going to post videos and everything. I'm not going to just not post it because I'm not getting any earnings for this, but I'm just letting people know that certain features are not available on the channel because of this, and I ask you to bear with me. So if you were a member, members pretty much already know this, but if you're a member and you got an email and it said, hey, your membership's been paused, I know a lot of people canceled their membership thinking something was wrong and that I turned it off and they wanted to get their money back. Totally understand. That wasn't the case. Literally what happens is it freezes your membership. So if say I was, you know, I'm a week in, you know, I got a membership for the month a week ago, it'll literally freeze it at a week. So it'll be like, you've been a member for a week. And then until monetization gets turned back on and I return on and I'm able to turn back on all my memberships, it continues counting down from when you get reactivated. So some people are thinking, oh, their money's going down the drain, I'm wasting time. Like, you know, like I'm a week in, I paid for a month, but now it's gonna expire after a month. That's not what's happening. It's literally gonna freeze there on what you paid. And then once it opens up again, it'll continue your time. So if you're 3 months after that, or 3 weeks to go, it'll continue it once the monetization is back on and the memberships are back active as well. So yeah, don't panic. I want to be able to give the members their perks for signing up and everything. And obviously, I know people have been wanting to send donations, things like that. I appreciate that. Trust me, I do. It's just a temporary setback. In the meantime, just come hang out with us and stream. Just come watch some content. You don't have to worry about you know, supporting me financially. That's not your responsibility. But if you want to, obviously, I very much appreciate it. And there are other ways of doing that that are still viable besides YouTube, such as getting yourself a shirt or a hoodie from my Teespring store. Link at that in the description. By getting a DXRacer, you know, link for that is in the description as well. Using the promo code DANQ8000, use that at checkout. It all gives me credit, as well as just getting yourself some coffee from Bones. I am a Bones affiliate, so if you use my link in the description, you buy something on there, it does support me. Excuse me. It does support me directly. So in the meantime, if you wanted to go above and beyond, and you know, during this time of this transition period, by all means, those are methods I do it. In the meantime, no worries. Don't feel obligated. I don't want this to be a pity party. I just want to let everybody know that it's a temporary setback, especially to members. Because there's a lot of members who didn't even know what happened. So I kind of making this video to let everyone know that certain features that were there and you're like, where's this? What happened to this? Well, that's why. It just needs to get reapproved, and when it is, it'll all come back. That's literally that simple. It'll all come back and it'll be like nothing happened, all right? So it's temporary. Like I said, how long has it been? It's been it feels like it's been way longer than it has, hasn't it? But it's basically, it's been a week. As I'm recording this, by the time you see this video, it'll be over a week, but we still have like 3 more weeks to go, possibly. Hopefully not, because I've heard some people take like 2 days. I've heard some people take 2 weeks. I've heard people take 1 week. Everything is different. So, but I think because of COVID, it's slowing it down. The average, I'd say, approval is only within a few days or a week, but COVID's slowing it down. So I'm really hoping it's not 30 days, but I will keep you guys informed. And as soon as I get monetization back, I'll let you know. Either way, I know that's more of a me problem, but I just wanted to let you guys know in case you were wondering what was going on with that, because I know a few members weren't sure what was happening and why they got that email. They thought something happened, but as of now, I don't know. Trust me, I've had some people check in like, hey Dan, any update? If there's an update, I will tell you. Like as of now, I don't have any. There's no update. It's either going to be approved or it isn't. You know what I mean? That's it. It's just that simple. There's not going to be like, oh, they're not going to send me an email, be like, oh, hey, we're almost at your thing. It's going to be a week or something like that. They don't do that. YouTube's just like, it takes up to 30 days. Expect it to take anywhere from now till 30 days. That's what they tell you. So yeah, unfortunately, it's the way it is. Other than that, I know I went on a little bit longer, but I just wanted to mention that because there's not a whole lot of games. Again, we're in the kind of the slow months of the year, but I figured I got those done, so I mentioned that as well. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys are ready to rock and roll with the content this month. I'm looking forward to it. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like. Comment what you're looking forward to the most down below, which game, or if there's a series or DLC you think I may have missed, please let me know down below and I will check it out or consider it. Chances are I won't be, I don't have anything missed, but you never know, right? There's always something that could go past me and I don't miss, or that I don't see right off the bat. So by all means, let me know if there's anything that you think I missed. Like I said, go follow and follow my pages on social media, facebook.com/danq8000, Twitter, Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram @danq8000, Snapchat, danq8000. Invite links to all of those are down below, so if you just want to click down, you can follow me there. Also, be sure to check out my Discord server. There's an invite link for that in the description. Great way to get a hold of me out of YouTube. Also, it actually, if you haven't hit that notification bell, even if you have hit the notification bell, so you should hit the notification bell, by the way, so you can attempt to get the subscriptions delivered to you. But that's why I like Discord, is because it actually does notify you when I post a video and when I go live. So that's why I recommend people join the Discord server for that reason. Because I don't @ everybody for anything. The only time I @ everyone and send everyone a notification where it'll pop up on your phone or whatever is when I'm about to go live, or you do get a live stream or something like that. So yeah, that's about it. So it's notifications. It's basically a double way of doubling your chance to actually get notified when I post something. So it's good for that. Like I said, there's other ways to support me. If you want to get a shirt or hoodie, link in the description. I don't know if it's embedded. I gotta check my videos. I can't remember if I lost the embedded feature, because I was able to embed the merch right on the thing here. So I don't know if I gotta double check. I haven't looked in a while, but I'll see if it's still there. Either way, the link is still in the description. So just scroll down and check that out. That still supports me. And obviously the DXRacer, link in the description. Use the promo code DanQ8000 checkout. And as well, like I said, get yourself some Bones coffee. I've been drinking it for like a year. It's absolutely fantastic, and I only recently got an affiliate with them, so I'm really excited to be able to promote something I actually really like. So be sure to check that out and get yourself some coffee as well, because it does fuel the stream, fuels me, gets me through the day. All right, guys, thank you so much again. Take care, have a fantastic day. Hopefully I see you in the stream. Lots of stuff coming up, and I cannot wait to get into them. Till then, let's have things over to Knox Hill. Have a good one, guys.
Who's the man with the plan? If you feel trouble wildin' wild on these violent and hit you 8,000. Wait a minute, hold that style, it's dialed in. Goddamn Billy Jack, we still riding, tires flat. I hear them sirens, see shots flying, so we driving, fire back if they ain't vibing. Lie with that, got me dressed up in all black. What up? Hood up, and I see them haters try to run with us, they gon' need inhalers. Gotta breathe them hard just like Darth Vader. Players, grab your respirators, night invaders get lightsabered. Mask on for the shooters, move like trash to bed intruder. Got that Glock and got them woofers, just press play, I'll keep it moving. Who is Knox Hill, you damn fools? Keep it fresh like canned food. There ain't nothing we can't do, so tune into that Dan Q. Yeah. It was never, ever a game.